everybody, welcome to my channel. And as you can see, I have something I've never tried before. Have you? I don't know. I hadn't really heard about this before. I may have heard about it, but really didn't have time to check into it. All right, so the owner contacted me. It's called Manitude. And her name is Sabina. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She is in Belgium, but she has drop shipping in Ohio in the US. So US and international, you don't have to pay the outrageous, shipping from either country. So whatever your shipping is in that country, that's what you'll pay. Here are their websites, Facebook and Instagram. Absolutely go check her out. She is a small business, and she has these printed as needed, so she doesn't like keep a huge stock. So you do have to pretty much pre-order all of it, and then as it comes in, you'll get it. Or if you're from the United States, the drop ship in Ohio has to get it before they can ship it out. So she does pre-orders, that kind of thing. And she offered a $25 gift card for you guys, and that's what I'm holding right now. I'm not going to flip it over. It's worth $25, so wherever you are, international or the US, I love being able to give to everybody because my giveaways are limited to the US, and I'm sorry, but I cannot afford that shipping. All right. So go check them out, and I'll give you more details about how to enter this at the end or later in the video. But right now, let's go ahead and check out what I got. Really excited for this. I have not seen these plates before, so I mean the coffee one, sure. All right, here is the stamper. And it came boxed just like this. There is a scraper in here, and I don't think I even tell you there's a scraper. And I didn't use it. I didn't notice it until after I, put the box down. Anyway, here's the stamper. It is a double stamper. This is very clear, very nice. It's pretty sticky and soft for a clear. I think they're improving so much on clear stampers. They make them stickier all the time. This one is a sticky, opaque stamper, kind of like a jelly type, and it is solid underneath there. That bottom part doesn't pop out or anything, but you can put the head in that top one too. But this one is great for shrinking or stretching. I have plenty of videos on that. I'm not going to really show you that today. This video is long enough. I really love these. These are great for just all kinds of different things you can do with them. They're not see-through, so placement's a problem, but they are fabulous for picking up fine lines and if you have problems. So, and I like that there's enough room when you close it all up that if you put a decal on it, then you could just stick it back in there and air won't get to it, dust won't get to it. All right, here, I don't know, my flash is not on. All right, there, that's better. Here is, I did take the protective film off. They did have protective film. Here's the first one, and it is called Sip It. And if I see a coffee plate, I have to buy the coffee plate. And I like this because so many of them that I have are either coffee or tea. And this one is both. And it has bobas and everything in there. I love this plate. It's got some fruit, some little tea bags, coffee beans, bags. I love this. It's so cute. All coffee and tea. And then these two, I mean, I really didn't expect her to send them both, but I very much appreciate it. And we'll get to that in a minute, those silicone pads. But these are both Scooby-Doo, and I have not seen Scooby-Doo plates really. I'm sure you can get them, but in the United States, copyright. And I don't know how people from international get by with that, but whatever, I'm glad they did. So you can see all the fun stuff on this one. And this one is Zoinks. On their website, go check them out and see all they've got. On their website, whoever did the manis for her pictures, maybe it was her, chef's kiss to them because they did an amazing job. So beautiful, all of them. They really show. I don't know how I'm going to show off the plates any better, but, and this one is Ruh-roh. Grew up with Scooby, love Scooby. Scrappy, I'm not a fan of yours, okay? Never was, never will be. Then she has these so cool little pads that are silicone, and there's two of them in this package, a white one and a black one. You can use acetone to clean them. I have all these flippy floppy ones everywhere. I've got 100 of them, but I don't have any like this. These are thicker, and fluid art, when you're doing fluid art, I'm gonna do a little touch on that too. The little flippy ones, they like swell up or they bow. The polish makes them bow up, and these don't do that. And you can do decals on these, just regular stamped decals, and then peel them off. But there's enough of a lip on here that it will hold water too. Actually holds so much water that I ended up making a mess, but that's a me problem. But that'd be great. I get definitely carried away. But you can put a couple drops on there for water decals and be able to just set your water decal on that instead of having to dip it all and then pick it up with a stamper. All right, so I'm going to zip through here because I want to get to the good stuff. I'm just putting polish down on this mat to do a little fluid art. And I'm, you know, rainbow retro there with Scooby-Doo. You've got to have all the colors. And this bottle of Shutout from Base Load Lacquer, I have designated for ruining with the Fritos, Garnier, Fritis, whatever it is, Fructis, Sleek and Shine, Anti-Frizz Serum for fluid art. It's not for fluid art, it's for your hair. I'll show it in a minute, the picture. So I'm just going to swirl that around a little bit, and then I take the other mat, but you could use a stamper, and kind of smush that down and pull it up. And there we have two pretty big sized fluid art decals. Michelle Bean, ain't nobody does it better than her. Go follow her on Instagram. You probably see her everywhere. Her fluid art is amazing. But I usually use silicone spray, and there is about where that bottle was. It wasn't not full, about 3/4 full. And then I just put one squirt of this in it and shook it up. It made it very like thin and liquidy. And I think I'm gonna use some of it in the actual fluid art Baroness X polishes that I have, because I didn't have any luck with those really. They didn't work that well. But you could definitely put it on there and just do it with a stamper, and then you'd have got it on the stamper and the mat. She said that she wasn't sure that some people complained that, or one person, I don't know, probably one person, complained that they couldn't get it to peel off of these mats. It's a little harder. I think it's only because they're thicker, so they're not as flexible, but I really didn't have any problem with it. It peeled off the front and the back. I don't recommend doing it on the back like I did that with that white one, because it did stain a little bit, but I don't really care about that. I think it'll come off eventually with some acetone. And you can put, if you have mats that stain, you can, or your stamper, you can use clear top coat and just do it a couple times. There, I was going to do a transition. Kaboom! Just put it on, peel it off, and eventually that'll come off of there, but wasn't worried about it. All right, so I have my nails painted white. And I've done videos on how to cut these and how to apply them. I'm not really going to go into any detail about that with this video. There, boom. No, still didn't work. That's how they do it on Instagram. I did put Wet n Wild nail protector on this to make it flexible. Do not use a top coat, a quick dry top coat. Just use a base coat. I can't talk. There it is. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid. The way I'm flipping that razor around. This template I got from, I think, a group buy. It is from Moira. I don't know if they still have them. But I'm just going to use it to kind of score around, and this is the shape of my nail. But really, you can eyeball it with a pair of scissors and cut it out. I do cut it with the scissors. Once it's on my nail, I usually have to still trim a little bit. But I like that, for nothing else, that template thing, so that I can see kind of like where I want the placement, you know. But that ended up being too small for my thumb once it went around the curve, so I went ahead and applied those. You'll see a little bit of that, but I didn't know what I want. I think I want that Scooby head on one nail. I don't want to go crazy because I should have just left the two, my middle finger and my ring finger, I should have just left those white. And the brown, I ended up painting the Scooby, which he's brown. And I wish I would have done that one too, but I didn't. You know, I was going to. And then why did I change my mind? I don't know. And I tried to pick it up with purple first. I thought that would look cool. And I think that was my plan before I decided not to do just white behind it. I should have stuck with my, always stick with your original plan. Too much Jean Guyline. Hey, that rhymes. And always, like, the corners of plates are always kind of hard to pick up. But this did really well. Sometimes you need to scrape it a couple times. Just clean it up around the edge with a piece of tape. I mean, kudos to you, those out there that can just use a lint roller and get it all picked up off a stamper. I need a flat piece of straight tape. No. If I use a round roller, I'd ruin it. All right, there it's all cleaned up, and I'm gonna color him in, his eyes white and teeth. You can't really see in the pictures, but he looks pretty weird if you look very close because I didn't get his mouth colored right. Little glob. And see, this dark brown is just way too dark. I should have used a lighter brown to color him in, but I was like, oh, that's what color he is. I should have made him penny colored. Kind of a apricot brown tan. He's super cute, but I couldn't really see it very good after I put it on my nail, as much as I'd liked for it to. And then on the other plate is this adorable haunted house. There is just so much stuff on these two plates. And I mean, you don't need them both. There is so much. They really placed them. Yeah, you're going to pick up a whole bunch when you pick something up and have to clean it up, but who cares? And I colored in the ghost white, and I'm just going to make the windows yellow. And then the rest of the background, I'm just going to use what is on my nail from the decal that I put on it. And again, I wished I wouldn't have done it this way, but I did it. And after all this work, it probably took me 3 days. by the time I decided what to do. Here's another idea. If you don't want to do fluid art and you just want some funky colors, I just used some neons. Wipe your brush off before you put it back in the bottle. And just made some little swipes. And I love this. Look how cute that is. And then I did my usual too much. I should have stopped, but no, I wanted to see, oh, will this work? Remember that Simple Colors and like other ones had it too, where you just painted on the nail after you painted them, and it's supposed to do a fluid art, it's supposed to do the cells. Nay, that never worked for me, and neither did this. Ruined it, Eileen. Way to go. I love this one. This one had more white, and the one on my thumb did. I love this. So I put sticky base coat on my nail first, and then just stuck that decal to it. And then, of course, you got to take acetone. Well, I took scissors too and trimmed around a little bit better. That one fit pretty good. But that one, I just cut a chunk and slapped it on my nail with the base coat underneath. And pushed it down. Used the stamper to push it some more. Let it dry for a second. And then took a pair of scissors and risked my life again. I don't know if anybody's ever bled to death by cutting themselves, but around their cuticle like this. Maybe it's not as dangerous as I'd like you to believe. No one was injured filming this video. It was performed by professionals. Okay, you get that. Let's take a little films, little pictures, screenshots before I put the stamping on. Loved it. I did a friend's nails the next day. I still had this on, and she loved this. And that's somebody that only does one color. She only does red. Different glitters and stuff like that, or burgundies, but only red. And won't let me do another nail. Almost never. Oh, Scooby is so cute. All right, again, I think that's the Maniology sticky base coat. Doesn't really matter, whatever. Some sticky base. And then, like I said, these dried for like 2 days and sat on my desk, so I definitely needed that sticky base so that it stuck to my nail. And since this is opaque and you can't see through it, I'm not flipping you off, but this is old school. This is the way we used to have to do it to make placement because you couldn't see through it, or you had to make a decal. There we go. Oh my gosh, can you hear my stomach rumbling? All right. And there they are. I put some flowers on the other nails there. I thought they turned out super cute. Okay, to enter this giveaway, on the back of this card, there's a bunch of letters and there's only 2 numbers. So those 2 numbers are going to be what you're going to guess in the comments down below. Please put enter me. I don't care where you're from. It doesn't really matter. You have to be subscribed to me. I just posted a video on how to do that. So if you haven't seen that yet, I'll put that link up here and down in the description box below. Go see if you are set to public, and then make your guess between 1 and 50. Give me a guess, a number. Check in the comments. Make sure you didn't, pick somebody else's number, because between YouTube and email, I'm going to be able to find who guessed first. So make sure you're not guessing someone else's number and wasting your chance to win. Thank you so much, Manitude. I love this stuff. The plates were awesome. The little stamping pads are fabulous. That's it. If you're new to my channel, stay tuned. I always have some fun video here at the end of my family, my grandson, the dogs, the neighbor dog. Riley is not mine again. She's not mine.
Just trying to make my coffee.
That's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll shut up now.
And somebody bursts in my home and assaults me for liver treats. Oh, you got them? Riley is pregnant. Yes, she is. And who did that to you, ma'am? Who did that? It wasn't Penny. It was that yellow lab, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yes, it was. Oh, wow, you really look wide from the back. Oh, Penny can see them on the counter. Can you see those right there, Penny? I need to get a real dehydrator. Making these in my air fryer stinks it up. I have to cook them in the garage. What's this one? Oh, ow. Oh, here you go, Penny. No, Riley, that's Penny's. Oh. You gonna catch it this time, huh? Gonna catch it? There, she did it. Riley tried to nab it from you. All right. That's it. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, ma'am. Go home, Riley. No, you go home. That's no more. There's no more. It's all gone. It's all gone. All gone. Thanks for stopping by. No, you come and steal the toys too, and you steal all of her bones. You stole her bone yesterday. Okay, no more. That's all. Okay, bye. Goodbye, ma'am. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. I'm not gonna go home. I'm going to go back to Grandma. She probably got more food.